Alright guys, today we are going to be solving systems of equations. There are three different ways to do it. The way that we are going to learn today is the equal values method. So our goal is to find a value of x and y that make both equations true. So here we have two equations. This is equation number 1. It has both an x and a y, and this is equation number 2. It has both an x and a y. We want to find a value of x and y that make them both true at the same time. So we're going to use this notes box over here to do that. So first off, let's start reading, and it says that the equal values method is a method for solving a system of equations. For example, solve the systems of equations at the right. We're going to solving these ones right here, and I've written them down for us over on the side. Our first step number 1, is to write both equations in y equals form. So this equation is already in y equals form. We now just need to change this equation into that. So we're going to start off by subtracting a 2x from both sides, and that will give us, these will cancel, and we'll have y is equal to 5 minus 2x. Now we have our two equations in y equals form. Equation 1, equation 2. Our next step says take the two expressions that equal y and set them equal to each other. Let's do that right now. We're going to take this first one, 5 minus 2x, and we're going to take this one, x minus 1, and we're going to set them equal to each other. So 5 minus 2x is equal to x minus 1. We are allowed to do that because both of these expressions, that equals y and that equals y. They both equal y, so therefore they must be the same thing. Our next piece says to solve the new equation for x. So now we're just going to solve this for x. So I'm going to, wrong button, I'm going to add a 2x to both sides. That will cancel out those. Then we'll have 5 is equal to 3x minus 1. We are going to add a 1, add a 1. We will have 6 is equal to 3x. We will divide by 3 and divide by 3. That will cancel out these, and we will be left with x is equal to 6 divided by 3, or 2. So x equals 2. We're only halfway done though, but we are almost there. It says once you know the value of x, which we do, it is 2. Substitute that value into either original equation to solve for y. So we're going to take this 2 that we just got, and we're going to plug it into either one of these original equations, and it's going to give us the answer for y. So let's zoom out a bit, give us some more space to do that. We have 2x plus y is equal to 5, and our other equation is y is equal to x minus 1. We're going to take this 2, and we're going to plug him into these equations. You can choose whichever one. I'm going to choose this one because it seems easy. Y is equal to 2 minus 1. Y is equal to 1. So now we're going to write out our final answer like a coordinate on a graph, and we're going to write it out as 2, 1. Again, up here, this is our x, and this is our y, so that's our final answer. But I just want to show you that that does work real fast, so I'm going to take these two values, and I'm going to plug them into this equation right here. So let's try that out. We're going to have 2 times 2 plus y, which is 1, is equal to 5. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is equal to 5. 5 is equal to 5. Does that work? check. Yes, it does work. All right, so that is how you solve a system equation with the equal values method. You found a value for x and you found a value for y that make both equations true. So again, our value for x was 2 and our value for y was 1. I'm going to go through one more quick example problem down here at the bottom, and we'll show you how to do it once more. I will move quickly through this, but you can always rewind and watch this again. So our first step is to set both equations equal to y. So I'm going to do that quickly. We are going to add 2. On this one, we are going to minus 1. This will give us y is equal to 3x plus 2, and this will give us y is equal to 4x minus 1. Now we're going to set these two blue pieces as equal to each other, piece 1 and piece 2. So that's going to be 3x plus 2 is equal to 4x minus 1. Notice that we only have one variable in here, x and x. We've gotten rid of the y's. That's exactly what we want to do. But now we're going to solve for x. So I'm going to minus, don't want to use the highlighter. I'm going to minus 3x, minus 3x. Those will cancel. We'll be left with 2 is equal to x minus 1. I'm going to add 1, and we will get x is equal to 3. Again, now that we have x equal to 3, we're just going to take that and plug it into either equation. So I can plug this into this equation, or I can plug it into this equation, either one. Let's do both of them real fast to show you that we're going to get the same answer. So the first one, we're going to plug in 3. So we're going to have 3x, sorry, my bad, 3x is equal to y minus 2, and we're going to have 4x is equal to y plus 1. We're going to substitute a 2 in for each of those. 3 for each of these. So we're going to put that 3 there, and we're going to put that 3 right in there. So that's going to be 3 times 3 is equal to y minus 2. 4 times 3 is equal to y plus 1. It's going to be 9 is equal to y minus 2. 12 is equal to y plus 1. On this side, we are going to plus 2, and we're going to get y is equal to 11. On this side, we're going to minus 1, and y is equal to 11. So again, I did both of them. I did this equation and I did this equation. You only have to pick one. Only pick one. Whichever one you choose, but notice that you'll get the same answer each time. Doesn't matter which one you pick, you're going to get 11. So then you're going to write out your final answer as a coordinate 3, 11. And we will have this as our x and this as our y. Watch this again if you have any questions.